Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. A different setting for us today, a different type of video as well. I'm at Wrestlemania 40 and it is night one tonight. I've done some pre-recorded ones, but I'm going to be predicting night one matches, seeing how well I do, to be fair. It's probably not going to be a great prediction, but you could be the judge of that. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and before we get into the content, check this out.
A relaxing sponsored daydream.
Are you tired of having no coins and coming up against teams that are absolutely cracked and better than yours? We'll go over to U7 Buy, whose coins are cheap, fast and reliable. You can use the link in the description and make sure you use the code DEVS for a 6% off.
Right, first up we have got Jay versus Jimmy, Yeet versus No Yeet. Looking forward to this one. However, I think there's going to be a bit of shenanigans, might even be a return. I'm going to go with Jay winning though, and the main part here, either Rikishi's going to come back and try and separate them, and then they're both going to kick him, and they're going to carry on fighting. Unlikely to happen. The other thing that I think might happen, Solo's going to get involved, try to kick Jay in the face, ends up kicking Jimmy, and like, oh my god, can't believe what's just happened. And yeah, Jay's going to end up winning. Unless they're going to go with the narrative of all the bad guys win on night one. And then that's kind of leading you into a bit of a downward spiral, thinking Cody's not going to win on night two. But I'm sticking with Jay winning. Next up, one that I'm quite excited for, to be fair, is Rhea Ripley versus Becky. I think the build for this was quite slow. And it wasn't very good, and then all of a sudden in the last week or two it's just picked up a hell of a lot, so I'm quite excited for this one. I think this is going to be a clean match, one of the only clean matches of the night. I think Rhea Ripley's just going to beat Becky Lynch. It's going to be a long match though, a good match, but I think Rhea Ripley's going to win clean, no involvement with the judgment from Judgment Day or Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, I think Charlotte Flair might return after as well. If not, then I think she might come on Raw, but I think we could see Charlotte Flair after the Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley match. I think it might. I don't think it's going to be a squash match, but I think Rhea Ripley's going to dominate most of it. Next up, we've got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Long story short, I think all the faction is going to get involved, and I think Dom's going to pin Rey Mysterio, going along with the bad guys kind of notion for Saturday. I think Carlito might turn heel on Rey Mysterio, and that could be a big turning point. If not, I think it's just going to be faction versus faction.
Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I do think Gable's going to get involved in this. I think all the intention is going to be to help Sami Zayn, but I think he's going to accidentally
the outcome's going to be the same.
Cause a little slip up for the old Zaynmeister, and this is going to cause Gunther to retain. We could see a heel turn from Sami Zayn maybe in retaliation for Gable costing him the match. I mean, I'm really excited for this match. Gunther, Sami Zayn with Gable. I think he's going to be in the corner. I don't think that can be a bad match, even if you booked it about 522 times. I think they'd all be great matches. Gunther just doesn't have bad matches in my personal experience, and Sami Zayn's recent catalogue of matches haven't been bad at all. But I mean, last WrestleMania was incredible. Long story short, Gunther retains. I don't think he's going to drop this title till potentially SummerSlam. I don't know when Bash at Berlin is. He's either going to lose it at SummerSlam or after Bash at Berlin to Chad Gable, unless this is like a rogue stretch here. Sheamus comes back at WrestleMania after this match and just kicks Gunther in the head, and he could be the one to dethrone the General. We're going to talk about the 6-man tag team championship ladder match. Let's see if I can remember all 6 teams without looking. We got Judgment Day, Awesome Truth, New Catch Republic, New Day, A-Town Down Under, and DIY. This could potentially steal the show on night one. There's so many good ones though, it's hard to choose from, but I just think that someone's just gonna backflip. Imagine if I just did a backflip there, by the way. That would have been probably one of the coolest things I've ever done, because I've never done a backflip before, and if I just did it off the whim, that would have been incredible. Now, we have had confirmation that the Raw Tag Team titles and the SmackDown Tag Team titles are going to be separately hung. So if you win both, you need to take both off the brass ring. It's kind of, it leads to interpretation that they're going to split it up. And I think I already thought this before, as did the majority of WWE fans. I quite like the odds of Awesome Truth winning, R-Truth finally getting his WrestleMania moment. But I think this is going to kind of play into the outcome of the other tag team winners. I think R-Truth's going to grab the title, but as he usually does in different types of matches, he doesn't realise the actual rules to the match. So he's going to go up there, undo one, and just give it to Miz. They're going to be celebrating, yeah. And Miz is going to be like, where's the other tag teams? R-Truth's like, huh? And then all the others just kind of they're just looking up, and they're all scrambling trying to get it, and it's kind of going to be like the part 2 of the match almost, to see who gets the other tag titles, which the Miz and R-Truth could still do, but I don't think so. I think they're going to split it up. I think Ricochet could get involved here and cause Judgment Day to lose both sets of titles. But there's just been such a narrative in the last few weeks between JD McDonough and Ricochet, Dom and Ricochet, the whole Judgment Day with Ricochet. I don't see Ricochet not getting involved in this. It's a shame that he's not on the WrestleMania card at all, so I think this is where they're going to kind of intervene him in, put him in, force him onto the scene, because he's just so exciting, and in a ladder match as well. There's so much he could have done. SmackDown titles could go to New Catch Republic. I think they've been getting quite a good push. I don't think A-Town Down Under are going to win it, and I don't think New Day are going to win it again. And the other teams are all part of Raw, I think, if I've got that correct. So they wouldn't put the SmackDown and Raw on the Raw, both. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. There's a little bit of me that's still thinking one of the teams might get injured before, and there could be a shock tag team return. I don't know, like when the Hardys came back at WrestleMania 34 or 5 or whatever one it was. Awesome Truth to win the Raw Tag Team titles, and New Catch Republic to win the SmackDown titles. Judgment Day rid of all tag team titles. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill and Naomi versus Damage Control. I think it's just going to be a straightforward 6-man tag match, 6-woman tag match. And it's all just I think it's all just kind of setting up for a Jade Cargill hot tag. She's going to be trying to get in the match the whole time. And finally, bang, tagged in. She's and then does her finisher, which I don't actually know what it is because I haven't seen her wrestle before. She might not even punch. She might not punch. That might not be part of her moveset, to be fair. She could even pin all 3 members of Damage Control, just put them on top of each other and stack them and pin them like Roman Reigns did against Edge and Daniel Bryan. The point of this match, I believe, is just kind of build Jade Cargill as this bigger than life kind of woman wrestler who can kind of beat anyone, and then she's going to go on to be like a main event star. I mean, there's also potential of a heel turn straight away as well. You never know. Like, this is the beauty of WrestleMania 40. Anything can happen. Finally, we have the main event of night 1. The Rock, the final boss, and Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. Anyone who's into WWE or wrestling in general not excited for this match? All the Bloodline are going to get involved, let's be honest. Jay's going to get involved. Big Stretch, Goldust could return. I basically got to return for most of these matches, to be fair. And obviously, none of them are going to happen, are they, to be fair? By the end of it all, I mean, there's rumours of Stone Cold and John Cena. I don't think they're going to return. If they do here, I think it'd be at night 2 against Roman Reigns, because I think this is going to be The Rock pinning Rollins, maybe. I don't think Reigns can't get pinned. Cody can't get pinned. And Cody and Rollins aren't going to win, I don't think. I think it's going to lead into night 2 being Bloodline Rules, which is where we can get the potential returns of John Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin. If that happens, well, let's just say I might need to take a spare pair of boxers with me to the arena. Reigns and The Rock win Rock's first match back in how many years? I think he's going to be the one that pins Rollins. That was WrestleMania 40 Night 1 predictions. Let me know what you think. We're going to react to this after as well and see how well I actually did. Can't see it going very well, to be fair, but if I could predict all the matches, I'd probably have a job at WWE doing storyline writing. Let me know which match you think is going to steal the show on night 1. which one you're most excited for, and which one it could be a potential like heater. It's an underrated one that's like being overlooked quite a lot. Which one you think could potentially be match of the night that no one's expecting. Hope you have a good day, a great week, enjoy WrestleMania, and I'll catch you in a bizzle.